Whenever the sirens outside began to sound, every resident had to return home immediately. In restaurants, even if you were only halfway through a meal, the waiter would take away the dishes and force everyone out. Yet no one in the town ever complained, because every time night fell, demons would appear in the town. When they reached home, they locked all doors and windows. The only thing that could protect them was a mysterious stone. On this day, Frank got drunk in the tavern. The tavern owner kicked him several times with no response. With no other choice, the owner left him there for the night. Meanwhile, his wife and daughter kept waiting for him. As darkness approached, he still had not come home. The mother had no choice but to lock the doors first. Then she carefully checked that all the windows were secured. The daughter went through her usual bedtime prayer. But just as she was about to fall asleep, she suddenly heard her grandmother's voice outside the window. She pulled open the curtain and realized it really was her grandmother. When the mother heard the sound, she rushed over to check.
You don't look like my grandma.
She's not your grandma.
I'm so lonely.
Baby, please just...
Maybe I can come in.
The next day, Frank sobered up and walked out of the tavern. He staggered as he finally made his way home, only to find his neighbors gathered in front of his house. He thought his wife had invited them over for a gathering. The sheriff walked up and slapped him across the face. Then he dragged Frank straight into the girl's bedroom. Inside lay the shattered body of his wife. Frank collapsed to his knees and cried in regret. The sheriff was furious and wanted to beat that thing to death. But in the end he held back, because according to the rules of the town, anyone who caused the death of a resident had to be locked inside a metal house for one night. If Frank could survive the night, all of his crimes would be forgiven. The sheriff personally closed the door on Frank. Then all the residents were sent back to their homes. That night Frank felt something drawing closer. He looked through the peephole and saw his wife. Frank began to shake violently in terror, but all he could do was shut his eyes and sit on the floor.